I'm scared. I missed my face. Cheers, baby! To all my spooky babies, happy spooky season. Happy Friday the 13th. And in honor of that, let's do some fucking makeup, shall we? I'm gonna go ahead and admit that it is actually the 12th right now. It is 10:30 at night on the 12th. Tomorrow is Friday the 13th. I got my caffeine. We're probably gonna be up till like 4 a.m. doing this look, but that's okay because the show must go on. We are not skipping Friday the 13th makeup over here. So let's do it or whatever. We're gonna start out with these babies. You know it's about to go down when we get the paints out. I don't think I've ever really learned how to say this. I believe it's Mayron. I don't know. Anyways, we're going to use the pink, the white, and the red. I'm just gonna use a paintbrush here. I know my eyebrows look crazy because I already glued them down with like the Elmer's glue stick. And we're just gonna put this all over the brows area and the lids. These are water activated, by the way, so you just dip your paintbrush in some water and then go into the paint and voila. All right, now that that's dried down a little bit, we're gonna go in with this Color Set powder by the same brand. It's a translucent setting powder and this giant powder puff. And we're just gonna set that so we can go in with some eyeshadow. I also forgot to mention that we're going with pink. Okay, so we're gonna use the Private Villa shade here in my Morphe Sweet Oasis palette. I'm just taking a large fluffy brush and tapping that pigment on it first and giving us that nice wing effect. And then I'll go in and soften it in a second. All right, now that we've got both eyes done, we're gonna go in a small circular motion and just soften up those edges a little bit, make them nice and buffed out. Now we're gonna go in with something a little bit darker and we're gonna use this one right here. That's the shade Picture Perfect. And with this one, I'm using a smaller precision brush to really be careful with where I'm placing that one. I just want it to blend in nicely with that lighter pink. And this one's basically right in the crease underneath the brow bone. I'm using, the brush I'm using is kind of fluffy, kind of precision. This is by Tarte. This is one of my favorite brushes for a crease placement. And I'm just gonna soften that up and take a little bit more of Private Villa on the same fluffy brush that we used in the first place. And just soften that up and blend it all together. Marry those bitches, you know what I mean? Blending them together almost always takes away some of your pigment, so I'm gonna go back in with Picture Perfect and do another layer of that and blend again. Blend. Word. Now I'm taking the shade Night Swim in the Melt Cosmetics Liquid Eyeshadow in Base. These are called the Melted Liquid Eyeshadow in Base. And put this right on my lid and blend that out into the wing as well. That didn't quite give me what I wanted it to give, so I'm taking a tiny little pencil brush here in the Fatally Yours palette, the shade Lead, the black there, and just kind of buffing that out on the crease. And I brought out this wing a little bit more. The liquid shadows just dry a little too fast. And one of my tricks, when you don't want to go too high with a black, take this tiny little brush here and go right above the line and blend downward. And that smokes it out a little bit without taking it too high up. This is where I start hoping that everything turns out the way I want it to. I'm gonna go in with the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I just lost a nail. I'll fix it in a second. And try and make everything about this as smooth as possible. My camera and my light died, so now we're gonna hurry and try and get this done before they die again because I'm not waiting all night for them to charge. This is the NYX Epic Wear eyeliner in the shade White, and I'm just using this to map out the mask itself. Just all the way around the face and down the jaw. Now that that's all mapped out, I'm gonna mix the white and pink paints and make kind of like a pastel pink for the mask. We're just gonna do the white first. I'm still very much learning how people get these paints so smooth. I have no idea. It's just the white because this is making it super smooth. Yay! I know this is really pink. It's not going to be this pink. I'm going to do another layer of white on top. Alright, let's do another layer of white. And I'm just going to go in a circular motion to really mix that up. I have made this so patchy 16 times, so we're just gonna move on and add the black and pink to the under eye. And then I'm just gonna take the remaining product on the brush that I used the black with and create this shadow effect around the mask to make it look like I'm actually wearing a mask. Take a liquid eyeliner, I'm using e.l.f. and just create that outline again, but with black. And then I'm just using the black paint to add on all of the effects and the holes in the mask to the best of my ability. Okay, I was really worried that this was going to be an epic fail, but now that I've got those done, this is starting to come to life, and now it's time to do the red. We got it. I'm going to try my best to do these triangles. It's 2 a.m. I'm trying to be quiet. It's a little thick. It's a little thick, but it works. I'm like holding my breath trying to make sure I don't mess this up. Okay, I'm gonna do my lip really quick, and I'm just using a brown lip liner and the Maybelline Vinyl Ink Super Stay lipstick in the shade Royal. And I did forget to record, but I added some white highlight to the inside of the holes because the mask is thick, so there would be like a slight area there that you could see on the inside of the holes. Yeah, and also we have officially hit 3 a.m. I'm gonna put a white contact in this right eye here really quick. Boom. And then I'm gonna add some red paint as if I got stabbed in the eye for some blood. You know what I'm saying? Right underneath. I have this little blood capsule here. I don't know what it's gonna do. So I'm going to cut it open and see what I can do with that. I'm just gonna add that here so it like actually goes with the paint that I added. Alright, I'm going to squeeze it a little bit because we're going to add jewels after this on top of the blood. Okay, I'm scared. I missed my face. Since I missed my face, I'm just gonna add more paint. I got my shirt, I got my floor, but I missed my face other than my nose. While I'm letting all of that dry, I'm gonna throw on some mascara and some lashes. This is the Izamaya Beauty Mascara. And once we're done with that and it's all dry, we're gonna add the red gemstones. Okay, so these are what I put all over the blood. I just used lash glue. But look at this. All the blood is sparkly. And then I'm just taking an old toothbrush and dabbing that in the red paint and just giving like some scrape movements for the little bit of redness on that side. And I think we're done. I think I am officially out of clean brushes. You know what that means? Time to buy more. As much as I would love to add to the body and everything, like my neck and down, I'm exhausted and I have to shower still, and most people like use their hand for their swatches and whatever. I use my leg. Every look I ever do, I have color all over my leg. This was fun! It's time, baby. It's time. Before I just decide that I'm done, I want to add the second white contact and see if that just makes me feel like it's complete, because I don't feel like it's complete for some reason. Oh yeah, that's complete. Happy Friday the 13th, happy spooky season, happy haunting, happy Halloween. It took a friggin' lifetime, but we did it. We're here, we're finished. I already have my next look planned. I was supposed to do it today, but because I stayed up so late doing this, I probably won't get to it today.